How excited am I? It's a Sunday morning, and I'm in sweatpants, and I'm still excited that you're here. I think it's a shame that we connect sweatpants with a lack of excitement. Should be the most accepted symbol of excitement. All right. I'd like for you to consider subscribing to the channel. We are approaching our next goal of 2,000 subscribers, and we're very, very excited to reach that goal. Let's clean the workspace here today. Got to clean the workspace. Get all the corners. People like it when I get all the corners. Look at that dirt. There we go. That's going to be a clean workspace. We need a clean workspace because sometimes we open up cards and we find sports card legends. You know what I mean? Legends like elementary school picture day, Key Brian Hayes. You're very disappointed, Uncle Gary Ward. High Pants McGee, a.k.a. Jerry Don Clayton. The greatest slugger in the summer of 1990, Kevin Moss. Surfboard Flannery. He wants to hang 10 and hit baseballs. Stylish, cool, ultra 1990s, Jose Offerman. And of course the greatest sports card portrait in the history of sports cards, Sean Landeta, New York Giant, punter extraordinaire. These are Legends cards. Cards that we've opened up here in the channel. Now some cards are so good we have to put them in the penny sleeves. I'm almost out of these. These were sent to us a while ago by our listener Eric, and you can send stuff to us by accessing the address down below, though I don't know if you really access the address. I just think you either send things there or not. I'm not sure how the mail works. Alright, this is, I always like to say sometimes that this is a different episode of Sports Card ASMR, but I don't really know how this one will go. This is actually an episode of function. It's not just an episode for ASMR relaxation. It's for me to actually get some kind of cleaning, organizing, and work done. So I was cleaning my closet, and I found a bag that's over here that, quite frankly, it's so loud that if I bring it up to the microphone, it'll blow out all your eardrums. But there's a lot of cool things in here, and I wanted to remind myself and catalog what was in here, because I completely forgot I had this bag sitting here in the sports card doctor closet. So that's what we're going to do. Got a lot of stuff like this. I'm going to write it here. I'll open up some boxes, and we'll see what we find. Some gems here. So like we got the 1990 Upper Deck High Series. So if we wanted to open that up, we could. Let's see. beginning of the 1990 season. So we got Nick Zaskey with the Braves, Stan Belinda, Jim Presley. There's that Gary DiSarcina rookie you wanted. This is probably at one point a pretty valuable card here. Wilson Alvarez coming up and making his debut in '89 with the Rangers, but he's traded to the White Sox pretty soon. There's Hall of Famer, the late great Dave Parker. There's Mike Blowers, one of my favorite Yankees, and he once made 4 errors, I think, in one game, maybe even one inning. Tony Phillips. Let's see if there's any cards of value. Look at this. This is a great card for me. As a Gary Carter fan, this is my first chance to get him in a Giants uniform. Or Keith Hernandez for Cleveland. That's not a bad get right there. First go around with Cecil Fielder as a Detroit Tiger in his big 1990 season. This set is pretty amazing. It's a goddamn checklist. Rookie threads. Look at this as a card here you might want. This has got we got Larry Walker, Marquise Grissom, and Delino DeShields right there. That's anchors of the Montreal team for the years to come, the tragic years to come in Montreal. There's that Storm Davis on the Royals card you always wanted. Candyman. Todd Hundley. That would have had value at some point. Not a bad get there. This set is fascinating to me. Hall of Famer Dave Winfield there with the Angels. Royal King. This set is full of so much 1990s promise. That's some good cards right there. Nothing about it. Oh, there you go. So, interesting set. Thank you for going on that little journey with me. What a bad way. What a bad way to store a potential valuable pack of cards there. I think Upper Deck was trying to be too cute with that box. I think we got it together. Anyways, alright, so there you go. That's our first one. Upper Deck High Series. Now, I wanted to share this with you all here because this is truly an old bag of card sets that I have. It's so old that you can see here that when I was about 10 years old, I designed my own baseball cards here. Maybe 10, 11, up to 12 years of age, yeah. So you can see I was going to play, these are my baseball cards. I was going to play for the Yankees, clearly. Perfect fit for the Yankees. I had a batting helmet with no ear flaps, okay, like my hero Gary Carter. And, you know, I'm going to just say I wasn't horrible at designing cards. Actually, I mean, I was pretty bad, but, you know, you can tell that's Flair. Just was like, let me take the 88 Flair and turn it on its side there. I got close on some. I think Score did have some that looked like that there. So yeah, that's a little bit of a sports card doctor's past right there. Okay. That's a lot of information to take in. So this has been an obsession for a long time. Alright, what else do we have here? We have 1988 Flair updated. this smoltz is going to go into our baseball card album later on in life. This one probably doesn't have a lot of collectible value, but it has emotional value. There we go. Okay. What else do we have here? Alright, we got a lot of these little weird sets. This is the 1987 Baseball's Best and the Superstars of Baseball KB Toys collection. There we go. Oh, this is sluggers versus pitchers. Very interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. Two more here. Oh, we look at that. We got two of the same set here. This is fantastic. So two Kmart baseball superstars here. Now, I made a little note for myself here back in the late 80s, untradeable. Let's see what was so untradeable about this set. Alright. Craig Biggio, I like this one. You know what? I'm going to set this aside because we have that Craig Biggio collection in my baseball card album. So I'm going to set that aside. Alright, it's untradeable. It's still untradeable. Fruit Loops, Mickey Tettleton, Glenn Davis before he faded away. Dennis Eckersley in spring training. Hey, there's my guy, Donnie Baseball. We should set this one aside too, huh? Tony Gwynn, God bless. God bless Kirby Puckett. World Mitchell. This is such a 1990 pack of cards. Nuschler. Cy Young Award winner Mark Davis. Ojo. Ooh, young. This is probably why I was like, this pack is untradeable. It's got Jerome Walton in it. Mark McGuire. It's not bad. DH pinch hitter. Oh, look at that. Mark McGuire didn't even have a place in the starting lineup. He was a pinch hitter. Rest in peace, Rhino. There's an out-of-focus, blurry Jose Canseco. I can see. There's your managers. Okay. I can see why I didn't want to trade this set of cards. Alright, there you go. But we have two of them. Alright, what else do we got here? This has been a fascinating adventure. Oh, we got more. We got price to go at $1. Look at the dust on here. we can set that aside to put into our album collection. Maybe even Jose Canseco. Wow, such a time capsule. Jeffrey flaps down Leonard. One flap down. The greatest hitting pitcher of the 80s, Rick Rhoden. This is such a 1988 set. I do remember this. Look at that, Kenny Williams, future general manager extraordinaire. There's your limited edition baseball superstars of 1988. Man, you can tell that when I got these as a youngster, I thought I'd hit pay dirt with some of the most unique limited edition cards there is. This 1990 League Leader set's got some great names in there, all from the same era. Alright, we continue. Alright, 19. Oh wow, look at this. 1988 Topps Traded. Oh, that is not a good looking collection of cards. Wow, look at the bend on this card here, and there's the you got the Olympic team there. Wow, these look like potato chips, quite frankly. Got the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. I mean, even if there's a great card of great value in here, it's no longer got great value. Joe Solarski. Ty Griffin. I remember Ty Griffin was going to be a Cubs superstar. Also, Brett Barbary. There we go. Mickey Martini. Some good scrappy middle infielders. Charles Nagy. Dave Silvestri. Pat Combs. And then there's the, my people said Phelps. There you go. That hurts. That hurts, everybody. This is what could have been. Jay Buhner, all through the 90s, leading the Yankees to titles earlier. There's Jack Clark. You could drive a tax evasion case through the center of his teeth. There you go. Oh, there's my guy, Don Slott. Well, I'll go through this set another time. I just wanted to see, look at the bend there. Look at that bend. Wow, man, that's... Again, this is... this bag of cards, legitimately, I think it was actually in my parents' storage for the last 25 years. I picked it up a couple years ago, maybe. So we're looking at cards, actually legit 1988 purchased cards. Alright. Alright, there we go. Donruss highlights. Highlights of the 1987 season. Alright, oh gosh. The memories that just came rushing back, pulling this highlights. One, Yavis's no-hitter against Baltimore. Michael Jack Schmidt's 500th home run. Eric Davis's hot. I used to love this set. This was one of my favorite sets because I was so into baseball at the time that I could tell you who won the Player of the Month in 1987 for a long time. Brian Downing and his biceps. Free agent. Okay, this is interesting. Talk about propaganda. Tim Raines, free agent holdout returns. If you know the history of this, Tim Raines wasn't a free agent holdout. There was league-wide collusion in the mid-'80s where all the owners, in an attempt to suppress money and free agency colluded to not sign some of the big free agents. So Tim Raines, after the 86 season, of course, was a free agent, one of the best players in the game. No one wanted him. He didn't get a contract offer from anyone, so he returned to the Expos in May, on May 2nd, had a big, great season in 1987. But that is such a pleasant way of talking about actual illegal collusion from the owners in baseball. Look at this, Larry Parrish. He looks like he's about to give you directions to the barbecue you don't want to attend, or assign you a health assignment, because he's also the high school football coach and he doesn't really like teaching. There's Jim Clancy, Tony Gwynn, there's some names. Wade Boggs, and I remember the first time I saw Wade Boggs with a beard. It was shocking. Steve Ontiveros having that big month. Here's Raines again, the All-Star hero. There's my guy, Donnie Baseball. I do love this card. Remember this one? Consecutive homer streak. Ray Dandridge, Hall of Fame inductee. Late great Catfish Hunter, Billy Williams. The late Bo Diaz. Shout out to Bo Diaz in the memory of one of the best catchers in the late 80s. Floyd Yeomans. My guy Donnie again. Frankie V. Bobby Witt Sr. with his 4 strikeouts. Kevin Seitzer. What a season, 1987. A record weekend for Kirby Puckett. Doug Drayback. Wally Joyner. Vince Coleman still stealing bases. The night the Blue Jays hit 10 home runs, which included bombs from Rob Ducey and Ernie Witt. Bob Boone. Darryl. I love this set. I actually like this checklist. And then there's the completed Clemente puzzle. Wow. So this set right here, and I do mean this actual set of cards, was the set that I would study almost daily. I knew that 1987 season like the back of my hand. Alright, a couple more left. Thanks for hanging with me on this. Oh, this is a good one. This might have some things on. This is not going to be in good shape, though. 1987 Fleer update. And look at the dust. The dust is coming off this. Alright, 1987 update. This could potentially have some fun names. I do not know the shape any of these will be in, but let's see here. There's our guy, Gary Warren. I was thinking the Barry Bonds, but that was 86 Fleer update. Andre Dawson's first Cup Fleer card. Oh, that's a pretty good card. It's off center, but that's some good emotional value there. Joe Negro getting caught with the Emery board. Some amazing late 80s names here. This Surhoff, at the time we thought, best catcher in the future. That's our guy. Sorry. Alright, Devon Chimlin. Yeah, Paul O'Neill's not a bad pick there. Seitzer in 87, you wanted this card. You were cool if you had that Kevin Seitzer. Danny Tartable as well. this. All right. Man, this is a wonderful collection of nothing. And that Reggie, that's not bad, those aren't bad. Might set those aside some other time. Last Reggie. And there's one of the reasons we have upper deck cards. And Devon White, not a bad card there. Right, that's quite a journey. You never know with these traded sets. I loved the traded sets because it was your first chance to see Jack Lazorko in the California Angels uniform. Alright, 1 year off. If that was 86 Flair, we'd have a lot more. Okay. We only got a couple more here. Oh, wait, I do have the 86 Flair. Oh my gosh, what is that? That is an earplug. Why the hell is there a random earplug? Let's just forget that happened. I don't understand. So I do have the 86 Fleers of note are no longer in this set. They are set aside, I believe, unless this was another one. But these are not in great shape. But let's mark this down. Take a swing through this. Mitch Williams, look at that. Gary Renicky, the Renicky brothers represented here. What an error. Joe Stampito. Joe Stampito really wants you to pay your tariff to the local mob boss. Do it now. Ken Schrom, what a name. They let anyone play baseball back then. Yeah, so I do have the Barry Bonds and the other big names from here pulled aside. Jesus, look at Randy Newman and his comical costume mustache there. That's something there. But just in case we missed some, let's see what we got here. A lot of backup catchers. Oh, John Krunk. Look at the bend on that. That's okay. When it bends like that, don't worry, guys. Okay. A lot of backup infielders and backup catchers like Mike Heath, Dane Orange, Darryl Porter. There's a good guy down there. Billy Bean. I'm gonna go change baseball. There's your Moneyball guy right there. There's that Dan Plesac rookie that you wanted. Hey, a young Terry Francona. There you go, Tito. Oh, man, the game of baseball changed. There's your no-hit guy, Joe Colley. Rob Deere swinging and missing. What else is in here? I think I have a Wally Joyner. Big Cat's not bad, but look at that's just a lovely bent card. Petey Incaviglia, Billy Joe Robideau. There's our Andy Allison. We love our Andy Allison. There we go. exists in my collection. Alright, we got here 1988 score rookie. And traded. I do like that score. Just said, hey, we know you're here for the rookies. Come get your rookies. And more importantly, come and get your little sport flicks there. Oh, wow. Shoot. What did I do? What did I do? Wow. Big set of cards here. They chose the puke orange as the thing there, huh? Interesting. Jack Clark. I don't know. Do you think there'll be anything of value in this set? Like a tennis lamp? The Gibson would have been nice back in the day. Rich Goose Gossage, Bob Welch. Got some good players. Got some good players. I like that Don slot there. Lee Smith moves to the Red Sox. A lot going on here, but nothing of great value. 88 rookies so late in the season. Who are you pulling in? Is it Joe Orslack? Willie Upshaw? What's your big cards of value here? Steve Balboni as a Yankee. Parker's nay, that's a nice card. Again, when I say nice card, it's not about value. It's about the emotional connection to it. Jerry Royce looked 60 when he was 30. Alright. There's a chance that a young Brady Anderson there. Not bad. There's a chance that if there's any cards of big value, I already pulled them from this set, but I don't remember. Damon Barry, oh, big fan of him. Nelson Santovina, Outlider, early Outlider. That's not a bad card at one point. And Tim Belcher, Don August. Interesting. Big set of nothing there. And now you got this awkward shove it all down the box here. Wow. Great job, score. I feel like I'm in National Treasure or something. Mummy trying to solve a riddle to get into the temple. Okay, two more. Alright, this is it. We got our Fleer miniatures from 19. Hold on here. 86 miniatures. I'm not going to go through all of these here, but look at these tiny little cards, these cutest little squirrels. You got some Hall of Famers. I bet there's some interesting names in there. Ryan Sandberg, there's Tony Gwynn. There's a lot. Roger Clemens. It's your regular set of cards. There's your Dwight Gooden. There's your Darryl Strawberry. There's my guy Gary Carter. I'll go through those another time. Alright. Final box here. Well, I already have some of the cards out here, but here we go. I know somewhere else we have the Ricky Anderson pulled out of this here. Be careful. That's an ode of McDowell. The top's treated. Always like I said, I definitely know that I've pulled out some cards here. Delbera. It's crazy to remember how fast the game changed, where a lot of these names here in 85 are gone or fading out by 87, 88, and a new generation of baseball stars is emerging. Hey, there's my guy Gary. I have that somewhere else. Fred Lynn. Sixto Lezcano. I mean, seriously, some of these names gone shortly after this release. Jack Clark showing up a lot in our sets today. Eddie Winston before Billy Martin punched him. There's Dusty Baker. Runge. Roger McDowell. You can feel the hot foot on me now. Hey, there's the great Earl Weaver returning to the game. John Tudor's not bad. Teddy Aguirre, rookie. There's a goddamn checklist. Greg Gagne, Lamar White. Don Sutton, the late great Hall of Famer there. Hey, there's Billy. Rest in peace, Donnie Moore. Such an interesting collection of names. Wow. Alright, yeah, so the Ozzy, I have the Ozzy Guillen and the Ricky Anderson set aside somewhere else, so we're good. Alright, well there you go. I hope this video was relaxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I needed to go through this and see what was here. I needed to catalog it, and I needed to figure out how I'm going to get rid of them. So, I did that, but I wanted to bring you along for the ride. So, we'll be back to regular programming this week. Thank you for those who've been finding us on TikTok. Search there under Sports Card ASMR or the Sports Card Doctor ASMR. And interact and comment and help us grow over there to help pull people back to this main channel, we hope. Alright, that is it. We'll see you next time here on Sports Card ASMR.